Hello, hello. This is my this is my short presentation on why you should share your work. So before I got to college, I was told to find my passion and then pursue it. But throughout my experience, I honestly think that this mindset is completely backwards. To give a brief introduction, my name is PJ. I'm an electrical engineering major, but I love to make films on the side. And I failed a lot, and I've had to restart a lot. And that kind of culminated in me succeeding just a little bit. For some context, over the last 2 years, I've changed my major about 4 times. I've worked 3 completely different jobs. I've failed with over 5 products/brands, and I've probably crashed out over 100 times. Actually, one of the products pivoted into a clothing brand, so if you want, to check it out, we make hoodies. I'm selling them right now, but anyways. Before I got to college, I was directionless. I had no plan, and I just needed something to do. And I always watched a ton of videos as a kid. Like growing up, I loved creators such as Farza and Simon, who I'm sure many of you guys know. I also am a huge fan of A24. I love Luca Miyazaki, and they kind of made me fall in love with the art of film. So I decided to buy my first camera on July 28th, 2024, which is the summer after my senior year of high school. I also started downloading social media. I never really used social media in high school, but I thought this would be a good way to showcase my work. And of course, no artist is a real artist without a little bit of pain and agony. So that kind of led me into making my first film. This was 2 weeks after a breakup, and I kind of just want to capture how I felt at the time. It's based off of Daniel Caesar's song Freudian, and if you don't know what the song is about, I added some quotes, but it basically is about a heartbreak. It's very sad, very depressing. But inspired by a song and a broken heart, I filmed this, and here's some of the frames taken directly from the film. I focus mainly on color grading and cinematography. Not so much the storytelling part, but that comes later. But being vulnerable was terrifying. I was scared of posting online. I was scared of judgment, and I was scared I overshared. But I posted anyway, and through sharing, I started to learn the value of art and distribution. Thank you. I got to work with some really cool people through this. And last summer I made a video titled Words from the People You Love. And the premise was, I asked a bunch of my really close friends, what's something that you love, what's something that someone you love said has stayed with you? And I sprinkled these quotes within this film, and it was like a music video. But at the time, I honestly wasn't super proud of it. I thought the coloring was off, it felt rushed, and there were a bunch of other things that I didn't really enjoy, but another artist ended up resonating with it, and they ended up asking me to collaborate on a music video. The artist is Lizette, you see her on the left, and that's the DM that she sent me. And we ended up making something that I'm very proud of. So this is the music video. These are some frames. It's about a situationship, and I think I did a good job. I think I did a good job about capturing, push and pull of a situationship. But this actually happened a bunch. I posted a bunch of the videos that I wasn't necessarily super proud of, but people ended up reaching out saying they resonated with it. And it was honestly super surprising, and I never would have expected that, even because I didn't think my work was that good. But yeah, I worked with a bunch of different people, and I'm super grateful for everyone who's reached out to me. I was able to meet so many diverse and interesting people. Some of my highlights are I did a reveal video for a sorority. I had a model shoot for a brand, for my fashion brand. I did like a dance choreography for Detroit Filipino org, stuff like that. And sharing all my work helped me go from like a clueless filmmaker to a less clueless filmmaker. But more importantly, I went from someone who shares their work for others to someone who shares their work for themselves. Sharing all my work helped me realize like why I create. The photo you see here is a photo that was taken on a retreat with 20 like pretty much random people that I advertised with the goal of bringing people together just to create something that they've always wanted to but never had a chance to. And meeting all these strangers and like it was up north, it was like in a cabin. It really made me realize like how much I value community and how much I value community building. And through film, I discovered that what I really want to do is build communities through storytelling. And that was kind of my shift project for a lot of this. If you see on the left, that's like a personal brand that I'm trying to build around this idea of building communities called Cost of Trying. And I collaborated with the Midnight Club for said retreat in the last slide. And I'm also making a short film about this, coming soon. These are some clips from it. But yeah. But I think a common misconception is that inspiration always leads to action. From my experience, I believe that action leads to inspiration. So I think you should just do it. But I still have no idea what I'm doing. I failed a ton. But if there are two things that I know that work, it's one, to take action, and two, to share your work. So before you leave this room, I want you to ask yourself, what's one thing you've made that you haven't shared yet? And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's my Instagram. I post like a lot of stuff, so. And I also I'm open to working with anyone. I pride myself in being very open and collaborative with people, so if you want to work with me, then let me know.